Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy YouTube Blue coming back at you again for this live stream on Thursday night. Let's see if we got anybody in here tonight. Texas Twister, what's going on? Brandon Williams, can you guys hear me good? How's my sound? Let me know. Let me know if y'all can hear me. All right, cool. We cool. Victor, what you talking about already? You coming in here already asking questions? I don't even know what you're talking about. Manuel, what's going on, man? Virginia's finest was good, bro. Chris Cantor, how you doing, brother? Mr. Rivas, what's going on? All right, so you guys already seen my last video. You guys seen my live stream that I did last week, and we were at Redskins training camp. Being behind enemy territory was an interesting experience. I will say that we got a lot of hard looks and thumbs and all types of middle fingers and things like that. But again, we went to enemy territory to try to give you guys that footage. I mean, I thought it was really cool. For whatever it is, I can't get to California because I just had a kid. So maybe I'll go to training camp next year. Skins fan all day. Oh my God, what's going on, bro? Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you, brother. Just came in here and blessed me. That's a Redskin fan coming in here and blessing me like that. No, Dallas Cowboys said they are not there, and I'm gonna get into that too. Stephen Jones said he is not setting any type of market, and I agree with him. You don't need to do that. You have a lot of solid guys on this team that needs to be signed first, and you can't just go setting the market. And again, Amari Cooper's chilling. He ain't tripping. He's gonna get 13.1 mil this year. So I mean, he's gonna get his money. Lex Rivera, what's going on? Sam Torres, what's going on, y'all? Dallas Diehard, how you doing? My man Manster, what's going on? Does anybody know what Iloka is doing? I don't know. I haven't heard much from him right now. I don't know. I've been looking at different clips and stuff from training camp and things of that nature. I haven't heard much from him, but I guess as training camp goes along, what they're doing right now with the safeties, they're letting the guys that's already been here get their reps, but we'll see what happens. I don't know if he had opportunities yet, or is it just that he hasn't been doing anything? But we'll see in the first preseason game. When the first preseason game comes, we'll see what happens then. Next, I think tomorrow, not tomorrow, Sunday, they do their blue and white scrimmage. So maybe you'll see more guys doing things in the scrimmage. Do you think Elliott might pull a bell? No, I don't think he's gonna pull a bell. And I'm gonna get into that too. Dallas Diehard, what's going on, man? Your boy from Toledo looking good. Okay, yeah, I saw your message when you said that. Yeah, those guys are looking good out there. Those wide receivers, JR Production. You said that Jon'Vea Johnson. He scored a touchdown. Jalen Guyton. Well, shoot. First of all, Jon'Vea Johnson burnt Westry on a it was a 9 route. It was just a simple 9 route. Just straight burned him for a touchdown. Now again, we got a lot of these fast guys, but the thing about it is I'm not going to get excited on these young guys until I see them in preseason games. When I start seeing them in preseason games, then that's when they got to show when the lights come on. When the lights come on and you see these guys come, that's what it is. Now, you know, the Cowboys ain't the only team that's dealing with guys that's holding out. You guys know the Redskins got a guy holding out, Trent Williams. Now, his situation is a little different than Ezekiel Elliott. Just be glad that we don't have that situation. The thing that's going on with Trent, he's over there holding out because of medical reasons. I think he had like a tumor or something. And shout out to Skins fan all day. Oh, thanks for super chat again, bro. What you rob a bank? Good meeting you at the camp, bro. Yeah, it was good meeting you and Ed Oliver, man. You guys are good peoples, man. And Mark Holmes was saying before that like we never met a Redskins fan YouTuber until now. There's 2 of them, and one of them is in the chat right now. So welcome to the chat, brother. Appreciate you coming through. We got to do some work sometime, probably maybe in the off season or maybe a week before the game. Skins fan all day. Make sure you come to the tailgate on week 2, man, because I'm gonna do a live stream then as well. If Mark doesn't hog it up. Dave, what's going on, brother? I see you in here too. Will McClay says the team was still looking at Eric Berry. I don't know why, and I'm not gonna say I don't know why he said that. And I thought that it was, to my knowledge, that the team was not looking at Eric Berry, because this is the thing, y'all. The thing with Eric Berry, and a lot of you guys keep talking about Eric Berry coming. Eric Berry came to the Cowboys facility. They looked at him. They did his medicals. First of all, he's still dealing with things with his knee, his Achilles. He's still having issues with that, and he has bone spurs. You don't want to sign a guy with those type of medical things. We already have a guy like Sean Lee. They got injured again, sprained his MCL. Now they said that Sean Lee's injury is not that bad. If they had a game next week, he would play. So I just take that with a grain of salt. Sean Lee's not your starter anyway, so I'm not too concerned with him. But this is my thing. Oh, I appreciate you, Skins fan, all of that. I appreciate that. What they need to do is they need to. I don't want Eric Berry, not because of his talent. He's a great guy, but he's injury prone. And because of what he's dealing with right now, I don't think that you're going to have this guy on the field for you. And I want guys that are going to be there. I want guys that are going to be on the field that's going to be ready for the Cowboys to play. And I don't think that he's going to – I just feel like it's just going to be a waste of a roster spot. You look at the safeties that we have. Let's see what these young guys can do. If they get to a point where the safeties that they have are not cutting it, then maybe they might look at it. And I think that's probably why he may have said that, because maybe they're looking at him to a situation that, like, if the safeties that they have don't work out, then maybe they'll come back and look for him. And if he's still available, they might look at it. Now, you look at what Eric Berry has done. He's still out there. He's still out there for a reason. Brian, you said Trent Williams could be traded. So, yeah, he's going to ask to be traded from the Redskins, because that situation over there is real messy with him. I don't know Woods showing. Yeah, Xavier Woods has been showing out. We already know that he's got one of those starting positions. Gabriel Terry, thanks for the super chat, man. Am I coming to Dallas for the game with Mark? No, I'm not coming to Dallas for week 1. I can't do it. I gotta pick and choose my battles. I got a newborn. So I can't, well, he's not newborn anymore. He's 2 months now, but I don't know if that's considered newborn still. I don't know. But yeah, I got a 2-month-old, so I gotta pick my battles. Any of the backup quarterbacks standing out in the camp? Cooper Rush has been showing something. Cooper Rush is playing like how he did his rookie season. Mike White, not so much, but Cooper Rush is definitely, and he's probably thinking like, look, man, y'all done brought this other quarterback out here. Y'all ain't about to unseat me. I'm going to be Dak's backup. And I like Cooper Rush. I know some of you guys, seen how they faltered last year and things of that nature. But I think that now with John Kitna here, and he's actually caring about these quarterbacks, because I don't think that Scott Linehan or the quarterbacks coaches that we had before was really doing their just due for these quarterbacks. I just don't believe it. I think now you have the right coaches in their places right now. I'm not going to give Kellen Moore too much praise yet, because I want to see what he can do. But what I will say is that I know things are going to be different. And I know that it's going to be a collective effort. I think that with this team and the way they're gelling right now, that collective effort is going to be great for them. Because again, you want a situation where it's an open door policy. You don't want it like a dictatorship where it's like, you do what I tell you to do and that's it. No, the way this team functions, you want these guys out here working together and getting it done. Because again, all you hear around the stadium is quest around the Cowboys right now is quest for 6. We ready to get this 6. Saying, yeah, always gonna be my baby, but he'll be once he gets a certain age where he can walk and do things, it'll be a little bit easier too. Do I think Taco stays or gets cut? I haven't. I know one thing. He better show he better use this opportunity while he can, because Dorrance Armstrong is out there looking strong right now. And the fact of the matter that he's looking better than Taco is not good for Taco. I think that they're going to have to keep Taco because he's got guaranteed money, and I don't think that they want to lose that money. So I think regardless of what Taco does this offseason, he's going to be here at least this season. Now, if he don't show improve at all this season, he gonna be gone by the end of the season, bro. Him and Garrett if they don't do their job. You seen some sneaky stuff in camp from Moore, yeah. And see, Kellen Moore is not trying to show his hand. And just so you guys know, when these preseason games come, don't look for what Kellen Moore is doing because he's not going to show his hand in preseason. Because again, these teams do their research on other teams in training camp on teams that they play in the first quarter of the season. So teams are looking at their first 4 games right now and diagnosing and seeing what these guys are doing. And any intel they can get on another team to try to get that competitive edge, they're going to get that. So again, Kellen Moore is smart. He ain't stupid. He's not going to let them know what he's doing right now. Yeah, Weber. All these running backs are good, man. I know some people say that they don't like Alfred Morris, and I'm like, you don't like Alfred Morris? You think he's old? Alfred Morris can still play. He's not Ezekiel Elliott. How many people are Ezekiel Elliott? There's not many people that's on his level. You know what I mean? You can only name a handful of running backs in this league that can even touch face with Ezekiel Elliott. Now, the thing with Ezekiel Elliott is, his running backs coach said he spoke to him or whatever. And I mean, he says that it's killing him not being there. But my whole thing is this. I take that with a grain of thought, a grain of salt as well, because I feel like if you really want to be there, just be there. You know what I mean? You can have this conversation privately with your coaches in between practices, because the way that the Dallas Cowboys staff works is they're going to work with you. If all Ezekiel Elliott had to do, and I feel like it's monkey see, monkey do, and I already knew when that stuff came out about Melvin Gordon holding out, and I saw and he mentioned Ezekiel Elliott's name, like I'm in his category. I knew that this was coming down the line because Ezekiel Elliott is 24 years old. He don't know nothing about how salaries work and none of that. That's his agent putting that stuff in his ear, and I don't think his agent is giving him the best advice. Me personally, if it was me, and maybe I'm saying this because I'm a decade plus older than him, maybe I look at this. Maybe I look at it like this. If it were me, I would come to camp because again, I'm still under contract for 2 years. I'm talking to and I'm letting them know privately what's going on, because if you've seen what Ezekiel Elliott is going on, what's going on with him outside of that. Yeah, Dallas Dog, he is a dog, and I like him as a backup. I do like I hope they do keep Alfred Morris too, even with Ezekiel Elliott being here. You don't think Melvin Gordon is in Zeke's category? I don't believe he is, but he believes that. I said that he believes himself that he is. So I think that Gurley and Zeke and Saquon, I think they're all in the same type of category. Because Saquon is going to be a beast too. I just feel sorry for him because the Giants his team ain't going to really help him out too much when it comes to that. But as I said before. You said there's only 4 elite running backs in the league: Zeke, Bell, Barkley. Yeah. I forgot about Bell. You can put Bell in that. But what is Bell going to do with the Jets? We'll see. Yeah, he does. Zeke is the type of guy that he'll start out slow sometimes, but over time he will wear the hell out of that defense. And that defense is it's just like they just get tired. They just get fatigued, and you can see it. And when he starts doing it, it's like he gets stronger and stronger. It's almost like he takes the defense's soul. But this is the thing. This is the thing that I feel about this whole with Ezekiel Elliott. Like, I want him to be there. Like I said, I think he should be there to talk to the coaches in person because, again, with the way this staff does, they like they'll work with you if you talk to them. But I know Stephen Jones is a little pissed off because it's stuff all out here in the media with Ezekiel Elliott stuff that's going on off the field. With him being trying to get sued by the security guard that he tapped at Vegas. The situation with the car accident that happened last year, now they're all of a sudden trying to sue because they know he's trying to get a contract. And then they're trying to sue the Cowboys. I don't understand that situation. Was Zeke driving his personal car? Was it a car that the Dallas Cowboys own? Like, what did the Dallas Cowboys have to do with that situation? Because I remember when it happened, it was right before practice. And he just kept and everything just got swept under the rug. I don't know what the situation was when it happened because again, everything is hush hush about it. but for whatever reason that leaked out. Um, his 6-game suspension when he was accused of touching that girl, and then it's the booby gate when he was in New Orleans and pulled. I don't know if it was in New Orleans or wherever he was at a place and he pulled down a girl's top. Now the girl let him do it, but still, you're an NFL player. You have to be careful. Now what Zeke is going to have to do from now on, and it's going to have to be a clause in his contract, I think as well. You have to stay out of the limelight. And I understand you're a young guy. You're a star, but when you are a star, when you're out in public, you have to adjust yourself accordingly. People are going to try you. I'm a nobody. I'm just a YouTuber. And people try me in the street all the time. And I'm a nobody. It don't matter. If any of my situations have with Zeke, you'd never hear about it because I'm a nobody. Nobody knows who I am. But with him, when you are a celebrity, when you are a star, when you are a household name and everybody knows who you are, you have to stay out of the limelight. But, he'll learn. Hopefully he'll learn that at some point. Kathy Green, what's going on? Welcome to the chat. Because someone said that you don't want to work for 3 or 4 million this year, but you look at what Dak can do. Yeah, and I've said this over and over again. TGK TV, what's going on, bro? I've said this over and over again. Oh, Derek, yeah, Xavier Woods is going to be great. I've said this over and over again. Dak Prescott is the leader of this team. He is your quarterback. First of all, I always thought that he needed to be signed first anyway. That is your leader. That is your quarterback. He is out here not complaining. Now, Dak Prescott knows the writing is on the wall. He already knows what's at stake. He knows people doubted him, and he's going to quietly show them why he is the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. Even the Dallas Cowboys fans that don't like Dak Prescott will soon understand why we say Dak is what it is. I don't make excuses for nobody. I'm going to tell you straight up because I don't know these players personally. I don't have anything to gain from saying something nice about somebody, but I keep it real. You guys know what it is. I tell it like it is. Now, Dak Prescott, he had his deficiencies, which is the reason why he was drafted in the 4th round. There's a reason why he was drafted in the 4th round. But on the other end is nobody knew that he was going to come out and break out like that. Let me see some of you guys play on a football team and come out there and defy all the odds like that. He wasn't expected to do none of that. You look at his money contract-wise, yeah, he is a priority contract-wise. He is. And they need to go ahead and just sign him. Now, what Stephen Jones said is true. We ain't setting no records. Now, Ezekiel Elliott wants to get paid more than what Gurley makes. I think that Zeke is worth what Gurley is making right now. And I understand these running backs are trying to get as much money as they can because, again, once they get 28, 29 years old, they don't know if they're going to get another contract. It's very few people out here that can play as long as Adrian Peterson is. Adrian Peterson is the same age as me, and he's still out here playing. So, I mean, shout out to him for that. But I just look at it like this. When you look at the whole situation from everything that you hear from Steven and Jerry, a lot of you guys keep saying, oh, this is what they're saying. This is what they're saying. You got to read between the lines because Steven and Jerry, they're not going to show you their hand either. They're not going to tell you exactly because I've seen many times where they said one thing and done the total opposite in reality. So take everything for a grain of salt because everything that they say is not exactly what's going to happen. You know what I mean? Like Zeke could come back tomorrow. We don't know. Cowboys had their day off yesterday. They came back to practice today. It was a lot of great battles out there today. I'm loving the defenses getting turnovers. I think the other day Rico missed the pass and one of the Jacksons intercepted it. But again, it's going to be good and bad, and you just got to work with it. I know for a fact that they're going to sign all 3 of these guys. It's going to happen. You really don't have to sign Amari Cooper this year. You don't. You can wait till next offseason. Dak and Zeke are the main guys that's going to get signed this offseason. They might get all 3 done in training camp. We don't know. I don't know that. I don't work for the team, but I'm making an educated guesstimation, if that makes sense, on what I think that they would do because I pay attention and I read between the lines because, again, everything that's said is not always what happens. And you guys got to kind of get to a point where you you got to be a Cowboy freak. When we say diehard fan, we mean a person that's like listening to everything. You're listening, but you're not listening at the same time. If you get what I'm trying to say. You said tell the New York Giants fan how you like Daniel Jones. I haven't talked to him in a while. I'll most likely see him. I'll see him week 2, and damn sure I'm gonna have him on the camera. He gonna be squeaking in my ear and talking all that. Yeah, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, guys, don't listen to everything that you hear out there in the media. You're gonna hear fans of other teams say whatever. They're not a fan of the Cowboys. They can't come in here and say what's happening because they're listening to what the media is saying. They're actually listening to what outside fans are saying and outside media is saying. When you listen to what they're talking about inside of the Cowboys organization, it is what it is. Oh, Master, thanks. Those of you guys that don't know, my birthday is on Saturday. Thank you, Master, for the early birthday. Appreciate it. I'm gonna try to do a live stream Saturday morning or whatever. So look out for that. What have you seen and heard? Which rookie or vet player was signed? Look like a stud is stand out. You said which rookie I'm gonna tell you both. So Pollard and Weber out there looking really strong. The Jacksons, both of them, are looking good. As far as vets though, Kerry Hyder, I saw him doing the drills and stuff. He's out there looking solid. They're working Christian Covington back in from his calf injury, but I think he's going to be a real solid guy as well. As training camp goes along, though, I got my guys that I'm watching. I am watching it. These receivers are looking great. Now, again, it's just practice, and receivers are going to shine in practice because they're hitting, but they're not really hitting. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's not really the same thing. But we'll see. When they do their scrimmage, you'll start to see a little bit more, and then the first preseason game when you see these guys out here. Tell him it's a guy to straighten him out in Dallas. Oh, yeah, Cowboys for life. He knows who you are. He definitely knows who you are. Michael Barnes, what's going on, man? Welcome to the chat. Need suggestion to give Zeke the raise instead of an extension. Any thoughts on that? That would be the same thing. If you're giving him a raise, it's the same thing as an extension. Because, again, when you give a player a set raise, it's guaranteed money. Anything that you give them is an extension of a contract. So it's the same thing. Dave, thanks, man. Yeah, Pollard gonna kill everybody because Pollard is fast, and you seen what he did in college, man. That should tell you all you need to know right there. Robbie Bradford, thanks, man. I put that together myself. Oh yeah, I told y'all before that Covington was my pet cat. When we got him from the Texans, I was like, "Are y'all stupid for letting him go? Why would y'all let him go? Like this dude really." You look at what he did with the Texans. He helped Jadeveon Clowney and J.J. Watt get their sacks because he clogged and contained in that middle. He got that middle contained to the point where he was taking on those offensive linemen that those ends were just eating all day. And you look at the law offices of Quinn and Lawrence, they're going to eat too if he does the same thing he did with the Texas West. I'm excited about that. What's up with Iloka? I haven't heard much from him yet, but I'll be looking out for him. John Jones, thanks for the super chat, brother. You didn't have a message? I didn't see a message on it, but I appreciate the super chat, brother. I propose for Zeke cancel his remaining contract, give him 3 years for. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't because again, it's a rookie contract. You can't do anything with that. The rookie contract is the way it is under the CBA rules, and where he was drafted is where that number was. Now, granted, he's still getting some decent chunk of change. Now, DeMarcus Lawrence is making what? Triple what he's making because of his new contract. But again, he's the highest paid Cowboy in history right now. But again, these guys are going to get their contract. But I think that with Ezekiel Elliott, I think that it needs to come to a contention that Again, they gave him an offer, but I don't think that Ezekiel Elliott's team accepted it. So that remains a problem. Stephen Jones said already that I'm not breaking the bank with you. So we got to come to some common agreement. Yeah, Christian Covington. Yeah, he definitely him and don't forget about our draft pick too, Tristan Hill. He can play that position as well. Yeah, Watt is dangerous when he's healthy. That's why I said when Covington was there with them, he was eating. He was eating real good because again, he helped out with that middle. Oh yeah, they are some big dudes too. What you call it? What's his name? Antoine Woods is a big dude too. Like you look at his arms, you're like, dang, bro, I'm gonna get in the gym immediately. Like I seen these dudes, I'm like, I was like, somebody spot me right quick. I need to get up on this bench press right quick. Cowboy Sweats, I like that name. Thanks for the early birthday wishes, appreciate it. Do I think the defense will hold up this season? Our front four, yes, I definitely do. This front four is definitely going to help out the secondary, and I think the reason why they didn't go out to get a big name safety is because of the simple fact that they like the guys that they have now. They think that they're solid enough to hold up. Because again, when your defensive line is stout, it helps out your secondary. Um, because again, they're clogging up that space. They're eating up that pocket, so the quarterback can't go nowhere. So it flushes the quarterback, and he can't get the ball off. All they got to do is just follow their man and make sure that they're not getting too far open. Donovan Wilson is a beast. Hope he makes the team. Oh, he will make the team. He's a draft pick. You know, Cowboys love their draft picks. JR production. I agree with you, but I don't agree with you, and I'm gonna tell you this. I agree that Jason Garrett is bland, and I think that he needs to do some different things. But let's see what his because again, what Jason Garrett says to everybody is that basically we know that he's a um, during the week type coach. During the games, he's not implementing anything. He lets his coordinators and his secondary coaches do their thing. So I think a lot of that was Scott Linehan because Scott Linehan was calling the plays, not Jason Garrett. So I think that now that Scott Linehan is gone, you're going to see the way that they run the offense much different. So if we see the same thing, then I'll agree with you. But if you see something totally different in how they do things, you know that it was the play caller, not Jason Garrett. One thing I will say good about Jason Garrett is the fact that this team still plays for him. They have not given up on him. They obviously think that his philosophy is good. Um, what we don't see behind closed doors, Jason Garrett is a very different coach than he is to the media. He's bland to us, but when he's with his team, grilling them and digging in their stuff. Sticky Fingers, thanks for the birthday wishes. I appreciate it. You saw D Ware last month. He lost a lot of weight. He did. When you're not playing and you maintaining yourself, I mean, you're gonna lose that play weight. Because again, especially with defensive pass rushers and stuff, they have to maintain between a certain weight, and that's hard to do. Think of your life and how you step on a scale. You fluctuate a lot. That's just what happens. Everybody does that. But when you're a football player, you have to maintain a certain weight, especially when you're a defensive a guy like that. They still saying Eric Berry is still on the Cowboys radar. Yeah, the talking heads gonna say that. Again, take that with a grain of salt. B Thing Sharp, what's going on? Derek said you said Darren Armstrong is gonna make a huge. Yeah, he's already looking good this offseason, so we'll see. Definitely promising. I don't think he's gonna steal some time from Quinn though, because Quinn looking good too. I don't think he plays on that side. I think that Armstrong plays on Lawrence's side. Oh, he definitely will get at least a sack this season. I agree with that. Kathy Green, again, I think those non-adjustments were all Linehan. I think that you're going to see this offense play totally different. They're already using Jameis Olawale more than they ever did. You didn't even see him in training camp last year. You're starting to see his number out there in training camp. So they're doing different things. They're calling the same type of plays. It's just how they run it is different. They're giving you different looks. So they're using different sets, different calls, um, presets, pre-snap reads and motions. So, to confuse the defense, because again, you got a lot of players on this team that you can throw in there to confuse the defense, because everybody knows that the Cowboys are going to run the ball with Ezekiel Elliott. But what they don't know is, wait a minute, Pollard's out here, out wide like a wide receiver. What are he about to do? If Tavon Austin makes the team, he's in the backfield. What is he doing? Wait, him and Zeke in the backfield at the same time? Oh, wait, they're in I formation. What are we doing? So, again, I just think that they're going to be doing a lot of things to confuse the defense. And I think Kellen Moore's biggest strength is no team knows how he calls plays. That's a bittersweet situation. No team knows his tendencies yet. So the Cowboys are going to get a couple of games because of that. Two, what might be his weakness is the fact that he ain't called games in the NFL yet. He did at Boise when his dad, in high school when his dad was coaching him. And he did a lot for Boise State as well, but, he hasn't really called plays in the NFL. So we'll see how that transitions to now. I'm going to give him the benefit of doubt. I know for a fact he's going to be way better than what Linehan was, but that's just where I'm at with that. Kellen Moore is the key to the train. Zeke is the engine. Dak is the engineer. Yep. Or Zeke is the straw that stirs the drink, and Dak is the drink, and Kellen Moore is the cup. Kind of like something like that, maybe. Yep. Yes, Vern. They will use motion. They're already doing that in practice. Even the defense was like, I'm loving this new offensive look that they're doing. The defense is loving what the offense is doing. This is a Practice on Laws channel. I can tell you right now, I don't like Taco and Tristan Hill work ethic. They look lackadaisical. Taco, I agree with. I don't know about Tristan Hill yet. I haven't really. I don't know. I think Tristan Hill had to back up a little bit because he did come out hard, and that's the reason why he got carted off, because he got dehydrated. So I think that he's trying to ease himself back in there because he doesn't want to pull his hamstring. So I think that's why you may have thought that Tristan was looking lackadaisical. I think that they kind of told him to ease up a little bit because of what happened to him. Oh, yes. Unfortunately, man, Sharp, there's going to be a lot of good players going off this team because we finally got depth. We finally got guys. It's not a big drop-off like it used to be from the starters to the backups. And, the Cowboys, they don't care about winning preseason games. They don't. That's the last thing on their mind. They just really want to see what their backups can do. That's their main thing that they're working on right now. Put Zeke, Pollard, Tavon in the backfield at the same time, that would blow some minds. It would. It would. Because it'd be like, where's Jameis? What? Wait, Zeke, Pollard, Tavon? You put you put Zeke at the fullback position. You got Pollard running the ball, and then you got Tavon running motion. Oh my God. Taco seems to be struggling. Yeah, I don't know. If Taco don't do it, he ain't gonna make it. Coco, why you want? You gotta go outside? Hold on, guys. Let me take the dog outside real quick. She get on my nerves. Hold on. You just went outside. What's going on? No. Sorry about that, dog. The dog was whining. Kellen went 5-3 as a starting quarterback. When you get a chance, pull up on YouTube. Oh, I know. I already know. I've seen the interview with John Gruden many times. I've seen that. I've seen tape of him when he was with Boise State. Trust me, I've been a Kellen Moore fan since he's been in the league. Now, granted, when you get in the league, the reason why he wasn't a successful quarterback wasn't because of the way he plays. It's because, one, he's a left-handed quarterback, and not a lot of teams play left-handed. And he's kind of short. So when you look at how the league goes, there's only certain short quarterbacks that make the cut. You got to be really dynamic to be a short guy in this league and make it. So I think that he's going to be a much better coach anyway. I think that the decision that he made to come and coach was probably the best thing he could have ever done. Linehan was one stubborn enemy. Yes, he was. I hated that because you could see it on Dak's face. Like, Dak tried to stay humble about it, and Dak did the right thing by not throwing anybody under the bus. But Dak said, without saying it, that, like, look, man, I just want my time to shine. I think the reason why he wanted Kellen Moore in that position is because Kellen listens. Kellen is gonna show him, hey, this is what I see. How about we do this? And Kellen's not going to be that tyrant that's like, no, we're going to do it this way. Forget what you think. I don't think that he's going to be like that. So I just look at that and I'm like, okay. I think it's a match made in heaven. And I think that Dak is one of the best quarterbacks that you can pick for this type of team, because the way that the Cowboys run their offense, Dak is perfect because he runs that RPO. And you look at the way the Cowboys play, we have a very athletic offensive line. So they do a lot of pulling and stunts and things like that. So for him to be a mobile quarterback, this offensive line, everything is tailor-made for Dak to be successful. All Dak has to do is do his job, and they will win. Now, Linehan was holding Dak back. Even with Linehan holding Dak back, he still had good stats. He still made the playoffs. He still won 32-plus games. So I'm just saying. Yeah, and if Zeke don't show up by the 6th, they got him another year. So it would behoove him to be there before then. Eddie Thompson, appreciate you. You said you've been since '78. Yes, sir. Charlotte, North Carolina. Yeah, you about 5 hours away from here. 5, 6, depending on how you drive. I can get down there in about 5 hours. No, Vern, he never listened to players. That's why, like, that one game when you saw that Amari Cooper was mad. He was pissed on the sideline because Linehan tried to bench him. One thing, you don't ever bench a guy that's out here working hard and doing. You know what? Don't get me started. And I think that you noticed that when Linehan left, the air in the Cowboys, you see that everything got happier. The offensive line is happy because they got rid of Paul Alexander. Now they got Mark Colombo as their offensive coordinator now. I mean, the offensive line coach. He's played for the team, so it's almost like he's tailor-made for that position because he knows how these guys play. Should the front office just hold out to the 6th? Mm. It really depends. It depends on what his agent wants to do. And again, it's the same situation with DeMarcus Lawrence. These agents are trying to just milk everything that these teams have, but you got to realize that as a team, you got to be smart. It's a business side of it. You got to pay your players because, again, they're trying to make it to the Super Bowl. You're not going to make it to the Super Bowl with sacks. You got to have talent. Just like Charles Haley always says, you got to have that talent, and that talent has to gel. This team gels well together. Don't ruin a good thing. Don't do that. Yeah, and that's what it was. Did you ever feel that Linehan wanted Moore to be the quarterback? Um, you know what, Kathy? That's a good thought. I never thought about that. That's possible. Because again, he came with him. Vern, yeah, Mark Colombo is top notch, man. When they finally let him get that position, I was happy about it. Oh, Romo didn't give a damn what Linehan said because the simple fact that Romo was a veteran quarterback. Romo had this can do that because Romo had been the quarterback even before he was there. So, but Dak coming in was like, okay, I gotta respect Linehan. I just can't come in here. Dak didn't have the same type of uh, clout that Romo did at the time. So that's the difference with that. John Kitna helping Dak accuracy. Yeah, and all he's doing is really helping his footwork. It wasn't that Dak wasn't accurate, it's that he wasn't planting his foot right. You don't plant your foot. Everything is mechanics with quarterbacking. Everything has to be on point. The way that you're angled, the way that your arm is, the way that your legs are set. You know what I mean? All that affects the way your accuracy and the way that you throw the ball. Um, we don't know. It's just whenever the league wants to check in on the situation with Randy Gregory. That's really up to the league, guys. We really don't know what's going to happen with that situation. It's almost just like a wait and see thing. Jason Garrett will be back if the Cowboys at least make it to the NFC title game. Now, you hear Jerry and them say it's Super Bowl or bust, but I think that if we make it to the title game, I think that they might keep it. Junebug, thanks for the super chat, brother. Appreciate you. Always in here. Also had Dak also had a problem with stepping back instead of stepping up into the throw. Yeah, and I think a lot of that was his mom said before his mom passed. Oh, don't throw no interceptions. Hold on, let me let this dog back in. The dog got the runs. Well, she had to go. Um, but again, like I said, Matthew, all that is mechanics when it comes to Dak. You can all that is just again you can fix mechanics. What you can't fix is attitude. If a player is the way a player is just gonna be that. You look at Dak's leadership, you can't teach that. That's just natural born ability of somebody having that. If Gregory doesn't get reinstated, I don't think they may be back next year. Or that he may be. I doubt that either. If he don't get reinstated, it's more than likely over for him. Cowboys will probably sign him to be like a consultant for the team or something, or um, hire him on a staff or something. I don't know. Real chill Will of New Jersey. I like that. The real chill Will of New Jersey. Appreciate you enjoying the channel, man. I do. I try to put out the best content I can. That's why I don't just throw a bunch of stuff everywhere. I'm very meticulous with my content. Like I really want to make sure that you guys are getting what you need to out of it. But again, every YouTuber is different. We all have our flavor, and this is the reason why, like, I know a lot of you follow everybody or a lot of YouTubers because it's a lot of cowboy YouTubers and there's a lot of flavor out there for everybody. So, shout out to all my cowboy YouTubers. I love all y'all. So, yeah. Donnell Womack, what's going on, man? Yeah, Master. Yeah, those the mechanics is definitely critical, man. And I think that when I saw that they were signing John Kidner, I was like, yes, because I already knew. I've always been a fan of John Kidner, even when he was Tony Romo's backup. Like he came in there and he won games and he made plays. Like, and he went back and coached his old high school. Like let me tell you something, real stand up dude. He already said that he says it's easy to train Dak because Dak wants to be coached. Dak wants it. And again, when you have a player that works hard for you, it's easier coaching them because again, you don't have to you don't have to stay on their behind. You just all you got to do is tell them like, okay, give them constructive criticism and they fix it. That's it. Thomas Garrett, what's going on, brother? Glad to see you in here. Yeah, and but again, the inaccuracy that he had before was because of mechanics. You look at him this season, all of a sudden he's more accurate. Now he did throw the ball deep last year, but again, like I said, a lot of Linehan wasn't letting him break loose. You look on those plays where he did have an option to do something, he made the play. And you could go back and look at the plays where he held the ball too long. You could tell those are the plays that Linehan told him, I want you to do specifically this. The ball has to go to this person. Well, if that person ain't open, why in the world am I throwing him the ball, man? It's called reading the field. Every quarterback has to do that. And if I have to go straight to this spot, all I'm thinking is this spot. And I'm not going to make the first down because you only got a couple of seconds. And the defense is going to be bearing down on you. So you gotta be smart about it. And again, I don't look at that as all Dak's fault. I really think that was a lot of that was just coaching, bad coaching. And Dak always wanted to be better. You know what I mean? Like he said that from day one. Like I mean, I liked him from his attitude and from his first interview with the Cowboys. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying. It's definitely on Linehan. Because you're not gonna tell me that he did all that in his first year, and all of a sudden he just wasn't as good. Like, come on now. And I know there's a thing called a sophomore slump, but again, this is his fourth year now coming in, and I think that he's gonna show and prove to everybody uh, why they made a mistake not putting him on the top 100. Let's talk about that though. Why is he not on the top 100? There's quarterbacks on there that shouldn't be on there. But that's neither here nor there. He gets a lot of hate, and he knows that he gets a lot of hate, and he knows what he's going to do to shut these people up. Everybody thinks that for whatever reason, that Carson Wentz is the god of these young quarterbacks. Now, Grant, I'm not taking nothing away from Wentz. I think he's a good quarterback. I do when he's healthy, but the guy ain't played a full season. So, what are you comparing that to? You said you goody too, watching me and Max video. You Max or Mark? Really inspired me today. Do my YouTube channel better. Hey man, look, it takes a lot of hard work, especially in the beginning. It's really hard to start and maintain a YouTube channel because again, as YouTubers, we get a lot of hate. A lot of people talk trash. It is what it is. You kind of got to just block that out. And what I never understood is people disliking videos that are talking about positivity. Like you could talk about Jesus Christ and you'll get dislikes. You could say that, oh, uh, my parent died or something, or somebody in my family died, and you're like, trying to like talk about something that's near and dear to you, and people still dislike. You're like, y'all cruel out here in these streets. Oh, I know the Hall of Fame game is boring. It's preseason. I mean, but it's football, so that's probably why a bunch of people are watching. I'm not watching it. I don't care. It ain't the Cowboys, so I'd rather do my live stream. But I appreciate you guys coming in here and listening and watching me. Uh, when Kellen was a quarterback coach, he started winning. Yeah, and Kellen wasn't really doing anything because again, like you said, it was Linehan that was really controlling everything. No, Taco just need to get some confidence. That's what Taco needs. Blake Jarwin out there looking good, y'all. I think that as far as the tight ends gonna go, they're all gonna get their just due. Um, Michael Anthony Fitness. Yeah, he did go to. What's up? What's up, Michael Anthony Fitness? Glad you made it out there safe. Have fun hanging with your sis, man. I know that's good. That family time, that sibling time. I don't know nothing about that because I'm an only child. So. Oh yeah, and them trolls, man. They don't bother me. I just look. I'm still gonna be me and do me regardless. They ain't one monkey don't stop the show, baby. Show don't. Do I think Zeke coming back from the holdout? Yeah, he is. He said Baker Mayfield in the top 100. Now, I I think Baker Mayfield is going to be a decent quarterback. I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about other quarterbacks. You said Taco need to stay off social media. A lot of these players need to stay off social media. Hey, look, I'm jealous, Michael, um, that you out there. I know you're probably not going to training camp, but you should because if it were me, I've never been to Cali before, so I'm a little jealous that you out there right now. Said Baker Mayfield is a feel good story. Yeah, definitely. Um, it's funny because I'll be looking at the Browns and stuff in the little reality show or whatever that they on and they doing right now. They it's a lot of confidence over there with them. Them guys are like they thinking they're gonna win the Super Bowl over there. So we'll see. I'm pretty sure the Browns will probably win more games than they won last year, but I don't know. You'll be at the tailgate when the Redskins Cowboys. All right, well I'll get to meet you then. I will definitely be there. We have been good with our draft and salary cap. Yeah, look, and that's the reason why Stephen Jones said what he said. He said we are not breaking nobody's bank. We're gonna sign these players to contracts that are respectable, that is not disrespectful to them, and they just take it. You know what I mean? And I just hope that they come to a common ground with Ezekiel Elliott and getting his contract done. You said they low key arrogant. You talking about the staff? Yeah, that I mean they are, but they running this team, so I can't really I can't question that because I'm not good with no salary numbers. So I hate to have to be the one to deal with that. You can have that. Daniel Baldonado, what's going on? Oh, they do got film of him now. They definitely do. Trent, appreciate it, man. You said you're curious as to what the offer they gave Zeke. I'm pretty sure that as far as the guaranteed money, it was in the area of what Gurley is making, which he should sign for that. That I mean, I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't know what the mindset is. I don't think it's all Zeke. I really think it's Rocky. Rocky is his agent, and I think his agent is really controlling a lot of this. It's the same situation with D Law and his agent. It's the same situation, y'all. They're putting too much stock. Stop it. They're putting too much stock into their they put too much stock into their agents. And now granted, your agent is like your lawyer. You know what I mean? Like you pay them to do a job and you believe everything they say wholeheartedly. I get it. But, Donnell, yes, you definitely can, or you can donate. I would talk to Mark Holmes about that because he's dealing with the list on that. I'm definitely helping him out with a lot of that stuff, so I'm actually donating myself as well because we're all helping set this thing up. But definitely, if you want to bring something, more than welcome to do that. Just let Mark Holmes know what you're doing, so coordinate that with him too. Oh yeah. Yeah, the agents want to. The agents got to get their money too. They got a certain cut that they get out of these players' contract, or should I say, the money that they get up front. In Dak, we back. And look, I think that this year that Dak is gonna take it to the next level because again, It's common sense. You let a guy, you take the training wheels off a guy. We've seen what he can do before. We know that Dak can play. It's not like he sucks. You see what I'm saying? So you look at what he's doing now. You got Kidna helping him with his mechanics. You have Kellen Moore with the open door policy, where not only him but the wide receivers and running backs have a voice in that room. These guys are working together, man. You can't tell me that they can't win at least 10 games this season. There's no way that they're not. And if they don't, then Jason Garrett's gone. It's pretty simple. It's pretty simple math, y'all. And I suck at math, and it's pretty simple math. He says Zeke's age is the same as Marshall Faulk's. Has Rocky been an agent that long? Well, he's been around, but I don't think he understands what the CBA rules and regulations are right now. Because I think that I just don't think that he's giving Zeke the right type of information right now as far as what he should be doing. Because I don't think I would have told my running back to hold out. But again, there's a rhyme or reason for everything. I don't know what their reason is, but it is what it is. Oh yeah, Chris definitely would have been. Where are you located? It definitely would have been cool, man. Jerry Maguire show. Show me the money. Yes. It is, Trent, and that's how it should be when it comes to football. You want to be. There's no point in being a coach if you can't coach your players. If your players don't listen to you or respect you, you're not going to get anywhere. You have to be personable. You have to be a guy that is relatable. If you can't relate to these young guys, then it's no point. So again, you have a young guy that is your coordinator. I mean, I don't see any negative with that. Timothy Looper from Terrell, Texas. What's going on, man? You from Jamie Foxx's hometown. I love Jamie Foxx. That's one of my favorite comedians, actors, whatever. To be honest, I think Zeus. I mean, it's possible, Trent. And I think that, and when I was talking about when Jerry Jones stuck his neck out and almost lost his team for Zeke Elliott, like he's done a lot for Zeke. They love Zeke. They do. They really love Zeke. But for Zeke to hold out like that, to me, it's kind of like a smack in the face. I understand that you want your money, and I'm all for him getting his money. Zeke deserves his money. But like I said in the beginning of this live stream, it's a different way to go about it. You could have just quietly came. You could have done this very quiet. So, because you know that the media, especially the outside media, anything that dealing with the Dallas Cowboys is going to be on TMZ. Is everybody's going to be talking about it? It's going to be an issue. So, because of that situation, he should have just quietly came to camp, and in between them practices, walked up to Jerry and Stevens like, "Look, can we go in the office and talk? Close the door, man, and just have it out, and tell them how you feel." And I understand that Ezekiel Elliott felt kind of slighted because everybody's talking about Dak and Cooper and not talking about his contract. I get it. But again, it's a way of going about it. He could have just went in that office, talked to them, and they could have probably got that thing done right then and there. If that was me, that's what I would have done. Yes, his agent did talk him to that. And again, your agent doesn't always have your best interest. They want to make their money too. So you kind of, and these guys are young. You have to understand too. These guys are in their early 20s. They don't know anything about how this stuff works when it comes to the business side of football until they get different contracts and they've seen their way around the league. But me, even not ever being in the NFL, I understand it. And again, I'm in my 30s, so my mindset is a little different than somebody that's 24 years old. I have a little bit of a more of a mature mindset when it comes to that. But again, everybody's fancy is different. Whatever tickles your fancy is everybody's different. Everybody got a different flavor. All the disrespect is fuel for the fire, and that Haters fixes being burned. Yeah, you already know that. And then, first of all, I feel sorry for these quarterbacks because the way this defensive line looking, the quarterbacks in our division, good luck. And when we was at Redskins training camp, I was just laughing because I was looking at Case Keenum out there. I was like, all he doing is throwing interceptions. First two throws, interception. But again, you can't really gauge that either because again, training camp is when you throw interceptions because Pat Mahomes throws a lot of interceptions in camp too because again, they're trying different things in camp. A lot of times you're doing things that you don't normally do. So I get that too. Let me see something. Now, you already know this year, when it comes to, and we're going to see this come in the next couple of weeks, you're seeing guys getting cut from the team. They cut Larry Allen Jr., which I was like, dang, he didn't even get a chance. But I'm pretty sure they might bring him back if nobody picks him up. But they had to, because of what happened with Sean Lee, they need another cam body. So they re-signed back the linebacker Phillips. So that was the situation with that. So it sucks to get all the way to training camp and you're there with the team and you're practicing and all of a sudden they cut you and you got to find a flight home. It's like, dang, that sucks. Junebug, thanks for the super chat again, brother. Appreciate you. Zeke is the best athlete on the team. I agree with that. And again, he should have handled his business in a different way. I wouldn't be in no Cabo right now at my agent's house working out when I could be right there. No, he doesn't have to be a Cowboy, and I'm not saying that he does, but I just you just look at that. I just feel bad for these younger guys because like you get on the team and you get excited and it's like, oh yeah, I'm going to training camp and you're there and it's like, oh, I gotta go home. Oh, I didn't even get a chance to play. So it's just it sucks. Put yourself in that situation. How would you feel if like you told your family, I'm going to training camp with the Dallas Cowboys, and you get there and like 2 days later you you knocking at your mama door like, I'm back home. What happened? I don't know. They cut. I don't know. They cut. They freaking cut me. Yeah, Thomas Garrett, a poor man's LVE. John, you sick, man? Oh, get better, man. Appreciate you. Don't spread the germs out to nobody though. Make sure you put a mask on and pump yourself full of meds, man, and drink some Theraflu. But I hope you feel better though. Yeah, ain't nobody gonna be like Larry Allen Sr. though. We already knew that the junior, and I did my video in the off season about it. Junior ain't cut from the same cloth as senior, but I will say that he's definitely a smart guy. I think that if he does get picked up by another team, they're still going to get a decent try hard guy. Again, you have to learn how to be elite. Elite doesn't just happen overnight. There's generational players, and then there's that second tier player where like, oh, they can have the potential to be elite, but it's going to take them a little longer to get there because trust and believe, you already know D-Law wasn't nowhere near the way he's playing right now when he first came in the league. Hell, he was suspended before. So again, you got to have patience, guys. And I know as fans, sometimes we just want to see these guys come out and show and prove, but sometimes it takes time. And I know the way that the world is going right now, and technology and the way that we live, everything is microwave technology, meaning like everything is instant. So nobody has patience anymore, but you got to learn to have patience. You have to have patience because there's certain things in life that take a little longer than other things to get through to. Does Cooper Rush or Mike White make this team? Definitely Cooper Rush. I've been watching him. He's definitely been playing well. If these guys show that they are worth being on this team, then I'm pretty sure that both of them will be. But Cooper Rush definitely has the edge right now. Meticulous Cowboy, what's going on? You just coming in? So the thing about, like I said, I'm gonna say this again about the Kellen Moore situation. I'm not praising him and giving him any type of like, oh, he's gonna be great. He's a new coach. It's his first time playing. But what's different is, and the reason why that I'm positive and optimistic about him is the fact that I know that how he wants to run this team, and he's definitely going to run this team to the way that these players like to play. So that alone is going to be better. I'm seeing what he's doing in practice and how he's shifting and doing things with his offense that's going to be much less predictable for opposing defenses to try to figure out what we're doing. That's number two, why I think it's going to be better. Number three is, have you seen what he did at Boise State? The most winningest quarterback at the collegiate level. And the fact of the matter that he comes from a coaching background. His dad was a coach. His dad coached him in high school. I think that he was born and bred to be a coach. You got to start somewhere. You got to give the guy a chance. Nobody knew or gave a darn about Sean McVay when he was with the Redskins, when he was coordinating for the Redskins. All of a sudden, he's with the Rams and doing great things with Jared Goff over there. Now everybody loves him and is on his cojones. So again, back to the whole situation with Kellen Moore. It's the same situation. You just got to give him the benefit of the doubt. If he does great, wonderful. If he doesn't, then they'll find another coordinator. But for now, all we can do is just back him up, because again, you got to start your career somewhere. Somebody has to give you a chance. Just like with Mark Colombo being the offensive line coach. This is his first rodeo as well. But I think that he's going to be great with it because of the simple fact that, he's been around this staff. Kellen Moore's been around this staff too. So these young coaches that they've hired, they're going to be good for this team, because these players listen to them because they're closer to their playing age. And a lot of these guys Kidner played on the team. Mark Colombo played on the team. Kellen Moore played on the team. These guys played on the team, so they get it. They know what it takes. So I think that having these guys in place is not going to hurt the team. It can't do nothing but make it better. So that's where I'm at with that. Oh yeah, Daniel Wise, he's definitely an under the radar guy. Jalen Jokes, I don't know what they're gonna do with Jalen Jokes, because they can't keep all these guys. I don't know if they're gonna move him to linebacker. I heard that they were probably gonna make Jalen Jokes like a Kyle Wilbur type of guy. Remember when we had Kyle Wilbur? Kyle Wilbur was a linebacker. He was special teams, and he also was like a part-time pass rusher. You said Little Dak is going to take one of those quarterback spots. Are you talking about what's his name? Tyron, the guy that we Tyron Christian, the guy that we got from the guy we just picked up. Is that what you talking about, Thomas? Joe Jackson could play both of those positions, but they might put him at 3 tech. But I don't know if he's going to start over Crawford though. Why wasn't Kellen Moore good in the NFL? I explained this. You probably didn't hear me. The reason why is because, one, Kellen Moore is a left-handed quarterback, and not a lot of these teams play left-handed. Dallas Cowboys definitely don't play left-handed. They're a very right-handed team. Pretty much 90% of the teams in the league are right-handed. He wasn't really a mobile guy, so it wasn't like we know that Michael Vick was a left-handed quarterback, but Michael Vick was a mobile quarterback. Kellen Moore is a pocket type of passer, and he's short. So in the league, it's a whole different ballgame. Like, short quarterbacks don't normally prevail in this league. There's some that do, and there's some that have, but not very many. And I just think that Kellen Moore is he's better suited to, as far as the NFL standards, he's definitely better suited to be a coach. And I think that over time, he's going to be a great coach. He definitely is going to have some challenges, but I have faith that he's smart enough to figure some things out as he goes along. DMV, what up, John? What's up, bro? Hey, did you get my evite earlier today, John? I sent you an evite. I was just getting ready to say Doug Flutie, but yeah, Doug Flutie. Like I said, certain short guys. Doug Flutie is on a different level. Doug Flutie was also mobile as well. Um, uh, Kellen Moore is not a mobile quarterback, and again, the way that he plays is not really NFL friendly. But that doesn't mean that he can't be a good coach. There's some guys that are average players that turn out to be the best coaches, and then you have guys that are in the Hall of Fame that are terrible coaches. Because again, just because you're good at something, don't mean that you can coach it. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna make this comparison. You guys know that I'm an avid roller skater. I have taught a lot of people how to roller skate in my lifetime. I'm a great roller skater, but I'm also a great coach. I can teach them how to skate very well. There's people that can skate better than me that cannot teach a new person because they can't think of from a beginner's level because all they know is the advanced. Me, I see it from everything. I remember when I was a beginner. I remember when I was intermediate. And even now being advanced, I can teach at all different levels. Not everybody has the gift to do that. So just to put it in perspective like that, it's the same situation, y'all. Oh yeah, DMV, Law Nation, and Shango have done an outstanding job with their. Yes, they have. Shout out to Shango and Law Nation out there in Cali at training camp, giving y'all the footage. And yeah, shout out to them, man. They the OGs, man. I'm a little fish in the pond over here. Oh, Stephanie, what's going on? Welcome to the chat. I see you. See you just came in there. Yeah, you are so late. I was getting ready to end it. We got the pieces. Just need to play together. Yeah, I mean, we've had the pieces for a while. You just had to get rid of Linehan. Now that you got rid of him, things are gonna be better. Okay, so John, just so you know, it's Dave and Buster's not main event now. Just make sure that you respond to it, uh, so my wife can see it, and then so we can see what the numbers that we got. Dave, you said you like Mike White. I like Cooper Rush over him though. Say glad to see Linehan go. Oh, I bet, man, when the offseason ended and they got rid of him, I was like, yes. When I saw that come across my screen, man, I did a video. I had to I would grab my phone. I had my tripod. I was like, oh, let me do a video. I couldn't grab the phone fast enough, man. I'm telling you. I just couldn't do it. Jeff Dale, appreciate you. Find me an offensive coordinator who got a job and want anything. Yeah, I mean, again, that stuff takes time. You know what I mean? Like when you are a new coach, you're not just going to win straight off the bat. But I think that Kellen Moore is in a good situation with this team because I feel like he has the perfect quarterback for him to work with. Because again, we know that Kellen Moore likes to run a lot of those screens, and we know that Dak did a lot of shotgun in college, so he knows how Dak plays, and I think that he's going to utilize Dak to his strengths. If you're not playing your players to their strength, how are they supposed to be great and succeed? So look at it like that. It's different. It's everything is situational, guys. Just like with the Randall Cobb situation, he wasn't doing well, in his latter years with Green Bay. He got injured. Sometimes a fresh start with a different team helps out a lot. Randall Cobb already out here showing us that he's going to be more than just a slot receiver. He is way more than Cole Beasley's replacement. I'm going to tell you that right now. Made my day when Linehan was fired. Made me forget about our loss. Yeah, it did. It made me forget about for a few minutes, for a little bit. Then I went back and saw the tape of the game. I was like, God damn, we got gashed. I never said a team is going to the Super Bowl. I said that they definitely have the roster to do it, but I would never say that we are going to for sure. You would never hear me say that out of my mouth. But this is definitely Jason Garrett's last opportunity to do something. Kyle Glasgow, thank you for the super chat, man. Definitely appreciate you, man. Always good to be missed. I miss all of y'all all the time, man. That's why I do this. Yeah, listening to players goes a long way. You remember when Byron Jones said that, I mean, secretly, but he said it, and it was scripted, but he basically said that, hey, I'm versatile, but I do like playing the cornerback position. And they should have played him there. I think that Byron Jones would have been playing just as good as he did last season a while back if they would have played him for what he played before. So I don't understand that. Stop playing these guys out of position. Play them in the position that they play. And if they tell you what they like and what they're good at, listen to them and let them do what they do. Like, let me succeed, bro. You went 72 in the second half of the season with Linehan. Okay. Now is that Linehan or is that the players? So, but again, I'm not going to talk about Linehan and the fact there was. We can agree to disagree, but the situation remains that he was not good for that. That's the bottom line. Oh, DMV, he definitely will show up, and I've been saying that. I'm not really worried too much about it. There's a lot of people thinking that the team's about to go to hell because of the whole Ezekiel Elliott situation. Again, I keep telling people, y'all got to read between the lines. Don't believe everything that you're hearing out there, because everything is not. These people out here for clickbait, y'all. They not. I don't clickbait. I just tell you what it is. That's it. And again, one more thing about Linehan, he was very inconsistent. Like he would let Dak have options one play, and the next thing he'll go back to that tyrant role of, oh, I'm gonna do this and do that. So like he'll show something and then just go back to the crap. We don't need that inconsistency. So again, good riddance to bad rubbish. Now I don't think they need to trade Ezekiel Elliott, because who are you gonna bring in here? I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think trading him is a smart thing to do. Because we got too much at stake right now. We have this team, and again, I believe we can go to Miami, and you look at the air in the stadium. I mean, not the stadium. The air around this team right now, they're believing in themselves right now, and and everybody is working for everybody right now. So I don't think that you need to just cause calamity like that and just be like, oh, we're going to trade Z. No, we're not going to do that. I don't. That's not a good idea. Right. No, John, you're right. When I tell you that Dak and Amari, they did look good last year, and you watched him at training camp. There's a lot of balls been going at him, but also too, DMV. Don't forget about Gallup. Gallup is out here galloping into the end zone. You saw what I did there? Saw that? Yeah. But anyway, but yeah, Gallup is definitely gonna play good. Shoot, even what was it, Devin Smith out there looking good every year, Kathy. Every year. Look, Cole Beasley wanted to go to another team to get paid more money. You forgot that he told the team, and where he messed up was where he told them that he wanted something specific as far as guaranteed money, like 20 mil guaranteed. One thing, like he did too much of this. Just play your game, man. If you have issues, quietly talk about that. If you had issues with what Linehan was also handcuffing it so Cole Beasley wasn't playing his best either. I think that Cole Beasley was good for this team. I like Cole Beasley. But again, you look at every time he got the ball, it was like you didn't see a lot of him catching the ball and getting yards after catch. It was more of getting the ball, getting down where he was. And the problem is Linehan didn't utilize him right. When they put him in the game, you already knew what Cole Beasley was going to do. So they bracketed him and they figured out what he was doing, and that was the situation. Now, Cole Beasley made his own bed by making those comments, and even now he's still talking bad about this team. So you don't want a player like that anyway that's going to be talking bad about the team that gave him a chance, that made him from a nobody being undrafted to giving him what he had now. So now he's in Buffalo. Now he gonna freeze up there, and then when they play the Cowboys, they're gonna knock him into two pieces when they play on Thanksgiving. So it is what it is. I don't have an issue with Cole Beasley. I just didn't like what he said. You know what I mean? Running back coach says, yeah, Derek. I said that in the beginning of the chat that he had that Gary Brown was talking to Ezekiel Elliott, that it was killing him. I was like, it ain't killing you too bad because you ain't there. I'm just saying. Again, I don't listen to none of that. Remember seeing All or Nothing after dude was done, when the whole team walking the back like he was some hero. It's like how you see Zeke being received when he was turned. I don't know. I think that they're probably going to take Zeke back with overarms because, again, Zeke has some type of special treatment, it seems like. But, again, when you're elite like that and you're one of the best on the team, I guess they give you that type of leeway, I guess. I don't know. But his teammates love him, so no doubt about that. Yeah, Thomas, I don't listen to none of that. Kathy, yeah, he was definitely setting them up for failure. Yeah, having your own little argument. I see that. Cole could only line up in a few spots. Cobb can run all over the place. And see, DMV, before you guys came in the chat, I said that. I said that Cobb coming to this team, he's definitely going to be more than just a Beasley replacement. You definitely can play. Look, you see what Randall Cobb did when we played against Green Bay. He was a Cowboy killer. He was running all over us and literally had us catching deep balls on us all day long from Aaron Rodgers. So, again, I think that the Cowboys, they know how they're going to utilize him. He's not just going to be that slot. They're definitely going to move him around, especially if we have injuries here and there. He could definitely complement. Trent, man, thanks for the super chat, brother. For a beer for your birthday. Appreciate it, man. Wait, what time is it over there? I'm not. I know I keep asking you that. I gotta figure out what the difference is so I know. It's got to be like tomorrow morning over there. 12:53 p.m. So you already in Friday then? Dang, son. I didn't know Australia was that far ahead of us. Wow. Huh. You over there eating lunch, bro. We getting ready to go to bed over here. That's crazy when you look at the time differences across the world. But I'm loving it. I love the fact that I got subscribers all over the world, and I appreciate you guys. That are in other countries. Shout out to you, Trent, man, for faithfully coming to my channel, man. You said it might be only worth $2 because of Australian exchange rate. I know, right? I don't know how the YouTube changes that. I don't know if they changed that or what. I don't know. Uh, Derek, that time when they used them on punt returns is because we had injured guys that normally did it. They weren't able to do it, so that was the reason why they had Kobe's doing it that one particular time. But now that we got guys like Pollard and Tavon Austin, you got guys that can these fast guys that can punt for you. So, and if one of these fast receivers make this team, maybe they can be punting kickoff returns too. Okay, I see you, Trent, New Jersey, in the building. I see y'all coming through here. Lucky Whitehead went to the CFL. Life comes at you fast, bro. Yep. DMV, yep. You basically said what I said. But yeah, Tavon. John, you say well, you mean my locks when I have my locks? Yeah. I miss my locks too, but you know, sometimes you don't miss them. Shut up. Cute either way. Um, times change, and you gotta roll with the punches, man. Appreciate you, Chris Cantu. Paulo has 7 career kickoff return for touchdowns. He gonna get one for the Cowboys. You already know, because again, with these young guys like that, they always put them on kickoff and punt. They did that with Dez his rookie year too, and he brought one. He brought a couple of them to the house. When I can remember, Jerry Jones built the brand and consistently requiring Cobb is gonna be great for this offense, man. I think that like again, they're gonna use him for sluggos and they're also gonna use him on 9 routes. I mean, he's going to play all over this offense. If Randall Cobb stays healthy all season, uh, you're gonna see a rejuvenated career out of him. Yeah, kickoff returns are slowly dying. At some point, they probably won't even kick the ball no more. Man, so I appreciate that, man. That's very thoughtful of. Oh yes, I forgot about Switzer. But final thoughts, comments from you guys, because I'm gonna end the live stream soon, so I can get to bed and start my Friday. Um, I do miss Ryan Switzer as well. I think he's actually doing well with the Pittsburgh Steelers. They figured out how to use him. Oh yeah, Dak does have a lot of toys to play with, and he is excited more than anybody right now. Tavon on the roster, I think our team. Yeah, and I think that now that DMV, I think that now that and we had this conversation before. Now that what you call it, Alan Hearns is not on the team anymore. That gives Tavon more of a chance to make this roster. So yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at with that. I was upset when we let Switzer go too. I remember when we were at the draft when it happened. I was like, God, y'all just gonna do that? Okay. I know that Dak is gonna step up this year. He's already showing us different. By year 4, you got it. There's no more Linehan holding him back. I think that he's going to be able to be himself. And when you let somebody be their self, they can show you who they are. If you got to walk on eggshells around somebody, you're not going to be your best. The best way to have somebody be their best is, again, allow them to be their best. If you don't allow them, there's nothing you can do about it. Thank you for coming through, Kathy Green. I appreciate that. Yeah, the Hall of Fame game was boring, but I'm probably gonna get a snack and go to bed. I don't care nothing about it. I might look at the highlights. And again, we already know that preseason is for these guys that are trying to make the team. That's all it's for. So, but I appreciate all you guys for coming into the chat tonight, guys. You guys have been awesome. Even those of you that are talking negative. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I'll probably do another live stream on Saturday on my birthday. Just chat with you guys for a little bit, chop it up with you, you know. Again, appreciate you guys. It's your boy YouTube Blue, always keeping it real. I'll talk to y'all later.